Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sky Cannoneer. Continuing on from the last episode, I'll now be entering the mission Slate and Stone. And as always, for full disclosure, I received a key from the developers in order to let's play this title. Win the mission, have 4 forts claimed at once, and win within 4 rounds instead. I'll try accomplishing the last task. Easier said than done though. Normally I have to complete this mission within 7 rounds. The faster we can claim these forts, the better. These Centennial forts are not helping matters either. Another round of guessing where the hole is. I don't think I'll be able to accomplish the last objective. Once again, I probably don't have an optimal fort setup. Ah, good, the barrier's down. Essentially, the enemy battle fortress just gave up. Guess we'll take care of that in the next mission. Just 10 points off from the next level too. I'm not gonna buy any of these just yet. Probably for the previous mission, I am missing another fort or an explosive booster. On to Airship Flotilla. Yep, that looks like a boss. What are the missions? Win the mission, upgrade 5 walls to level 3, and destroy 2 airships during a single round. There are 10 airships in total to destroy. And from all the failures I had during the starts of these missions, I can say for sure that this is going to be one of the trickier missions to complete. For one, just look at how many holes there are in my starting power grid. These can quite often be killer, depending on what pieces you get. That's why I keep saying for this game, one of the hardest parts is the start, and the missions get easier the further you get into them. Hopefully I'll be able to get this in the next round. Come on, dragon, help me. That's 2 airships down on the same round. Somewhat suboptimal, but it works, I guess. Now I just need to keep my power grid up. If I wanted an easier starting experience, I should have started out with either a Centennial Fort or a Mortal Fort. Four left to go. Maybe I should have gone with the Deflector Shield superpower instead. I didn't realize I made this setup. This is not really optimal. It's also pretty easy to take down the grid, and a bit awkward to rebuild. Until I get the next tech tree upgrade, that is. Ah, that was a close one. I wish there was a way I could dump some of these pieces. The less useful ones. Well, that was easy to rebuild. One of the important things you have to learn about this game is making trade-offs. Making speed versus space efficiency trade-offs. If all goes well, this defender will fall in the next round. Thankfully the game was nice enough to give me one block. Goodbye, Airship Flotilla. You are a pain to destroy. Mainly the first 3 or 4. So, cycle piece, overlap wall, or fast build. I'm not that skilled, so I'm not going to use fast build. But being able to cycle pieces would be amazing, but also overlapping the walls, so for now I'll go with overlap wall. If I find this more useful, I'll swap to this. Now that the horizon is completed, off to Deep Ret. And I can see at least 2 more worlds afterwards, but nothing else afterwards. On to Eater Channel. Win the mission, claim each of 4 different forts at least once within the first 2 rounds, do not place any walls adjacent to each research lab. I decided to exit out to the hub and swap out my current superpower for the Deflector Shield, and you'll see why soon enough. The enemy also has a Centennial Fort they need to destroy. This is the reason. They too have one, which will become annoying later on. So I always need to keep these research facilities online. If they fall for 1 round, it automatically counts as a game over. But I gotta say, being able to overlap my building tiles like this is amazing. Of course they went for the Centennial Fort. They don't tend to... It seems they don't tend to use the bubble shield unless I fire a lot of cannons at once. And they have 4 forts as well, which makes it even tougher on me. The other issue is that it's a bit hard to identify in this world where are the holes in the wall, because it's darker. Of course, the AI has perfect timing there. I'm gonna have to lure it to use his attack at the start. Thank goodness I have the dragon. Unfortunately, the AI is getting faster and smarter. They're able to rebuild the forts pretty fast. This is where the explosive booster will be extremely handy. I think this is where our auto-clicker would be handy. I didn't click fast enough to activate all my cannons. We're gonna have a repeat of the Chains of Fate 2 situation. I decided to give up on just taking out the enemy fort. It's taking too long. I'll just go directly for the enemy power generator. One of the disadvantages of having a bigger fort, not having enough green space for placing junk tiles. If I play my cards right, that should fall in about 3 rounds or so. Again, there's probably a more optimal setup for this. GG. 12 minutes, yikes. In real time though, it was much longer. Of course, the game also may be expecting me to grind up on earlier missions to get more stars. Let's get a Volatic fort. Being able to use 2 superpowers in 1 round seems pretty awesome. Now off to Paradise. Win the mission, do not place any walls adjacent to any boosters, hit a power generator with boulder while it's vulnerable. Well, can't do that now. Oops, I forgot to use my second shield there. And I can only place 10 walls per build phase. This mission is looking to be a lot easier than the previous one, by several orders of magnitude. Mainly because this enemy haven doesn't actually have the bubble shield ability. I can't tell you enough how much I love overlapping, especially during the earlier parts of each mission. Eventually, it should become vulnerable. Here's hoping it's sooner rather than later. Yeah, I don't really see how to do this either. I probably need to do this in a haphazard fashion so it becomes impossible for it to rebuild. If this keeps happening, I'll just ignore trying to take down the shield generator. Okay, the AI gave up here. And surely I thought I had enough pieces to rebuild this and this. From here on out, I'll probably just keep the bubble shield combined with 2 superpower charges. I'll save Fierce Echo and the rest of Deep Red for the next episode. Boy, did several of these missions test my early building skills. Obtaining the ability to overlap wall pieces was an amazing upgrade. This is especially helpful during the early and late mission building phases. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day.